It's me again. Oh my god, I'm feeling so not well. I don't know if you can tell by seeing me, but I feel sick. Um, I'm having a migraine. I was stressed out. I mean, financial stress and stuff has been really tough lately. Like, trying to make rent has been sometimes hard. And then today I was just getting to work and just getting back into the swing of things. Like, we already took Monday off. Me and my husband both didn't work, and my kids both didn't go to school, so we could all stay home and like recoup from this stomach bug. And then we were finally gonna have a normal day today on Tuesday, and then it just totally didn't happen. Instead of that, I took my son to the emergency room to get him to a doctor so he could be seen by someone. He was freaking out. But it was about his eye, which didn't really make that much sense. By the time we got there, his eye wasn't even hurting him anymore. But there was other stuff I was worried about too that made me want to take him. Like, I thought maybe he had an ear infection. So it is really good to get that kind of thing looked at, like, quickly, because I was noticing that he wasn't able to hear very well. Right? I think that's a really, like, you don't want to let an ear infection go, and you don't want to let things go if you don't know what it is, right? I just kind of didn't know what to do, and there was this pressure of him being like, I have to go to the hospital, and crying, like he's young. And like trying to get back into the swing of the week and feeling like I was just succeeding by being at work. I wasn't even at work that long, less than 2 hours when we left, because I had him with me, which I shouldn't have even had him with me, but I did. Like, I'm allowed to, but it's just, my husband was at home anyway, so he may as well have just been at home with his dad. But anyway, so yeah, once that was going on, like, the plan was so far off kilter. Like, not only was it already Tuesday, I was only starting my normal work week on Tuesday, and plus on top of that, I had him with me when I'm like, that's not expected, obviously. He's usually at school. And then also on top of that, there was road work on the road with my job on it, which it's like not a major road, so like it's so weird for it to have road work. I mean, it does have road work quite a bit, but it's just another thing to be like, there's going to be another extra little pain in your butt. And then having to drive in town to the emergency room, like it was too much for me. I started to cry. I was getting upset. I was trying not to really say things. Like, I was trying not to yell or anything. I didn't want to make him be upset, obviously, but just, I was really upset with the disruption of routine, I just wanted it to be a normal day. I had certain expectations what was going to happen, and then it was just going so wildly off of it, and it was so upsetting to me. Like, it really feels like, even saying that, it's like, that sounds so ridiculous that it sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it does if you're autistic. Yeah, I could really recognize that it was bothering me so much, and that was a lot of what was the trigger. Like, stress in general, but also just so much disruption to the routine and having it go off in such a big way after it was already going off a bit and a bit more and a bit more. Like, it was like, just keep pushing you a little more. And then finally I was just like, I'm crying now, like, you win, you win life. Sometimes I get really freaked out and I think that I can't do all the things that I have to do as, like, a member of my family, like, as a mom and everything. Like, there's so many different levels of stuff that you have to do. Like, And there's probably a bunch more stuff that I'm just not even doing. Like having a social life. I don't make it so that my kids have a social life. Like, I can't even do that for myself. So, yeah, you guessed it. I'm not doing it for them either. How the fuck would I do that? I don't know how to do it. But anyway, so basically, like, as soon as we were getting there, and even a little as we were, like, driving and we were getting really close, I started to realize that my vision was not quite right. Like, the way I get the aura for a migraine is, like, it's like there's a blank spot. Like, not like a black spot, but just, like, there's no information. And it's kind of, like, at your focus. Like, pretty close to, like, exactly where you're trying to look is, you can't tell what's there. So that, making it so that if I was trying to read, I wouldn't be able to read, probably. I can't read, usually, at this point. Because it's like it's blurring exactly where you're looking. Like, you can see well in other places, it seems like. But, so I started having this effect, and obviously I was like, this is not good while I'm driving. But I figured, like, well, whatever, we're going to the emergency room, right? And we're almost there. I figured I could get us there. And then finally we're there. But then it seemed like, well, I kept my sunglasses on, the fluorescent lights in there. I had the sunglasses on already, I think, when I was driving. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I kept them on. But, like, my head didn't start hurting. But I also did remember while we were sitting there in the waiting room that I had Tylenol in my backpack, so I took one with some water that I bought when we finally made it to, like, the waiting area. Actually, we did make it in before that long. Like, it could have been a lot worse. We got there at, like, 11. Oh, shoot. I don't know when we made it back out, though. Maybe, like, 2:30 or something. That's a bit long, isn't it? Yeah, especially with a kid. He did great. And it was over lunch, too. Like, that's such a bastard. Because the thing was, like, I was at work with him. I was going to bring him just home to Daddy, right? And then, so then I didn't. And I spontaneously just drove him to the hospital. So I didn't go back. Like, I had food at work. I had lunch for both of us there. I don't know. I'd be interested to hear what anybody says, like, other autistic people and other people who've had migraines. Like, have you had this type of experience? Like, at first I thought maybe I wasn't going to get the headache. Like, I thought maybe I was fine because I made it the rest of the time in the emergency room when we were waiting for so long. I made it the rest of the time okay. Like, I thought that I could see fine and I wasn't in pain, but I had taken the Tylenol. And I basically, like, didn't eat or drink anything either there. I was feeling really bad there and upset. Like, I'd be interested what anybody thinks about, like, shutdowns and migraines and, yeah, along those lines. I hope this was something that people can find. Oh, yeah, getting back to the migraine, though. But then it did hurt for a minute. Like, it started to hurt a bit. And then I thought of it that maybe the Tylenol's wearing off, so I just took another one. So hopefully I can just skate away from the migraine pain. I hope so. I know probably other people have much worse migraines. They can be quite something, yeah. I haven't had that bad of one in a while, though. Yeah, my head feels funny, though, for sure. I feel like out of it. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Good day.